The magic paintbrush. Once upon a time, long ago in the land of China, there was a poor boy named Ma Liang. He had no parents, no one to care for him or protect him. So, to make a living, he gathered bundles of firewood to sell. But what he really wanted to do, more than anything else in the world, was paint. Ma Liang was so poor, however, that he could not afford even a single paintbrush. One day, as Ma Liang passed through a village, he saw a class of children standing outdoors. The children were painting. Ma Liang went to the teacher and politely said, "Will you help me, sir? I would like to learn to paint, but I have no brush." "Will you loan me one?" The teacher just laughed at him. "You are only a little beggar boy," he said. "Go away." "I may be poor," said Ma Liang, "but I will learn to paint." The next time he went to gather firewood, Ma Liang used a twig to draw birds in the dirt. When he came to a stream, he dipped his hand in the water and used his wet finger to draw fish on the rocks. One night, he used a piece of burned wood to draw animals and flowers. Every day, Ma Liang found time to draw. People began to see that he could draw well. "How real the boy's drawings look," they said. "Look at that bird he has drawn. It looks like it's ready to fly away. You can almost hear it sing." Ma Liang enjoyed hearing these kind words. But still he thought, if only I had a paintbrush. One night, after Ma Liang had worked hard all day, he fell into a deep sleep. In a dream, he saw an old man with a long white beard and a kind face. The old man held something in his hand. "Take this," he said to Ma Liang. "It is a magic paintbrush. Use it with care." When Ma Liang awoke, he found his fingers wrapped around a paintbrush. "Am I still dreaming?" he wondered. He got up and painted a bird. The painted bird chirped. Then, it flapped its wings and flew away. He painted a deer. As soon as he had put the last spot on the animal's coat, it brushed its nose against Ma Liang and ran into the woods. "It truly is a magic brush," said Ma Liang. He ran to see his poor neighbors. He painted toys for girls and boys. He painted cows and tools for the farmers. He painted bowls full of food for the hungry and wells for the thirsty. No good thing can remain a secret forever. Soon, news of Ma Liang and his magic paintbrush reached the ears of the greedy emperor. "Bring me that boy and his brush," the emperor yelled. His men found Ma Liang and brought him back to the palace. With a scowl, the emperor looked at Ma Liang. "Paint me a dragon," he yelled. Ma Liang began to paint. But instead of painting a dragon, he painted a slimy toad. The toad hopped out of the painting and landed right on the emperor's head. "Foolish boy," said the emperor. "You will regret that." He grabbed the magic paintbrush. Then, he ordered his men to throw Ma Liang in jail. The emperor called for his royal painter. "Take this brush and paint me a huge pile of gold and pearls," he ordered. The royal painter set to work. He painted gold and pearls. But when he finished, the gold and pearls turned to worthless rocks. "So," said the emperor, "the brush will only work for the boy. Bring him to me." Ma Liang was brought to the emperor. "If you will paint for me," said the emperor, "you may have all of this gold and all of these gems. I will also give you fine clothing, a new house, and all the food and drink you want." Ma Liang pretended to agree. "What do you want me to paint?" he asked. "Paint me a tree that has gold coins for leaves," said the emperor. Greed shone in his eyes. Ma Liang took the magic paintbrush and began to paint. He painted blue waves, and soon the emperor saw a sea before him. "That is not what I told you to paint," he barked. But Ma Liang just kept painting. In the sea he painted an island. Then, on the shore of the island, he painted a tree with gold coins for leaves. "Yes, yes," said the emperor. "That's more like it. Now, paint me a boat so that I can get to the island. Quickly." Ma Liang painted a sailboat. The emperor went on board with his officers and advisors. Ma Liang painted more lines and a gentle wind began to blow. The sailboat moved slowly toward the island. "Faster! Faster!" shouted the emperor. Ma Liang painted a big curving stroke, and a strong wind began to blow. "That's plenty of wind," shouted the emperor. But Ma Liang ignored him and went on painting. He painted more wind. He painted more waves. He painted a huge storm. The waves got higher and higher. Rain poured down. The winds howled and roared. The sailboat was tossed like a little cork on the water. At last, the waves tore the boat to pieces. The emperor and his men had to jump overboard. They were washed up on the shore of the island, with no way to get back to the palace. As for Ma Liang, people say that for years after that, he went from village to village using his magic paintbrush to help the poor wherever he went.